I hope he enjoys that.
Hey all, Isla back here. We're doing a 800-point battle report, Angmar vs Khazard-Dum, and we have domination. So we've laid out our objectives. Here's Mr. Justin, and yeah, we're outside, hoping it doesn't rain. Anyway, yeah, my list at 35 models. I didn't get a ton in for Angmar, but here's what we did get. Witch King, and he's got the extra might. So you've got 3 might, 3 fate, and 16 will, and he's on a horse.
You have to list each stat individually.
No. This is not Justin Peak House rules. Yep, and then I've got... he's also got the crown, I don't know if I mentioned that, and the blade. Dwimmerlake on a horse, and Tainted on a horse. They're leading warbands, so the Witch King is leading a Spectre, 6 orcs with sword and shield, and then 4 orcs with spear and shield, and then 2 orcs with spear, shield, and banner. And then the Spectre, the Dwimmerlake and the Tainted are both running 2 orcs with shields and 2 orcs with spear shields. And then got Barrow-wight, who's leading 2 orcs with 2-handed weapons, 2 orcs with bows, and a Spectre. And the same thing with this Barrow-wight, so 2 orcs with bows, 2 orcs with 2-handed weapons, and another Spectre. So 800 points, 35 models, very magic control and dominated, and we'll see how we go. And Dum-Dum's playing his Khazad-Dum-800.
Yeah.
Left to right?
Yeah, so I've got a King's Champion with his heralds, 4 Iron Guard, 4 dwarves with shields. Durin, he's got 8 Hearth Guard, and then 6 dwarves with dwarf bow. I've got a Ballaster that Isla gave me for my birthday, and I've done it good. And then in Marden, he's got 3 Vault Warden teams and just 4 dwarves with shield as well.
Nice. Cool. And that's the table. We'll come back after deployment.
Go get the stick.
Alright, I deployed, that's all that shit there, all behind a rock, because Ballista.
Yeah.
Justin's deployed Marden, Durin together, and then the King's Champ and the boys over there. And yeah, that's the table at turn 0, and we're roll for priority, and we'll see where we go. Alright, Justin had priority, and he stayed.
Oh, you had priority.
I did too, yeah. So he's not moved yet. Sorry, my apologies.
No, you're right. No,
he can't because he got spected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they can't move again after he gets spected. Same with compel.
No worries.
So those two, yeah, I spected him, compelled him in my movement, and I've shuffled everything around, and yeah, that's that. So Justin will move and we'll come back to that. Okay, Justin shuffled up his stuff and just did a rethink, and we'll come back to shooting. All right, shooting. Justin had 3 archers that didn't move, and they shot at the tank man, and they all hit, and then he got 2 on up and 1 on down, didn't kill the horse, and he managed to do a wound. The tamer rolled 2 on his fate. He has 2 fate, but I decided to might that, but with 2 might instead of risking it. And I wanted to save the fate in case anything else happened to him as well later on. It might come in handy. All right, cool. That's the battlefield.
Yeah.
Turn 1, priority. Turn 2.
Yeah.
All right, so
make him upset.
I've Justin moved. I've gone and moved too. I have all this stuff up here. So yeah, I did a few things. Both the Witch King and the Dwimmerlake drained his courage 1 each, so now he's down courage 3. Tainted tried to compel him forward and did. And then this first Barrow-wight, the guy with the golden crown there, the sword drawing, 2 dice paralyzed, and he got off on a 6. And the King's Champ tried to resist with his 1 will, and he rolled a 4, so he used both of his might, so drawn out the might there, which is good. And yeah, so pretty much how it looks. Fell light. Yeah, just tried to fell light some boys, and his banner had to spend a point of will to pass, and so he did. And yeah, that was it. So Justin's shooting, and then we'll come back after the next turn. Alright, I lost an orc there to bows, and the ballista missed, so over to priority, and we're into turn 3.
Fuck, it'd be good if it stayed like this.
Yeah, so I ended up doing a bunch of stuff. Witch King went for a sap wheel on Durin, and oh no, it wasn't Witch King, it was a Tainted, and failed. He rolled 3 dice and rolled nothing higher than a 2, so he got retired. And then went for a Drain Courage on the King's Champ from Witch King, dropped his courage down. Spectral Lighted, failed because he managed to pass, and then Doomlake compelled him forward and then decided to charge him, so smashed in there. Got 2 two-handed and spear support, so hopefully that is bye-bye King's Champ this turn. And yeah, so and then just did a shuffle around. I did paralyze. I used my last 3 dice to paralyze the King's Champ with the Barrow White, so that's why he's prone. And yeah, so Justin will have some shooting and we'll
I still got a move yet.
come back. Oh yeah, you do have a few that weren't a part of your heroic move. Yeah. We both called heroic moves too, and Justin won it, so cool. Yikes.
Alright, that'll do.
Awesome. Alright, you may as well shoot now.
Yeah.
Camera rolling, so.
Alright. Alright. Alright, Ballast is gonna shoot that dude though.
Cool.
Finally fucking
Hey,
hits.
hit.
So roll on the scatter, hey.
Yeah.
And it's
A 3-inch scatter.
so I'm losing my virginity using this thing. Yeah, so a 3-inch scatter, yeah. So roll the thing. I get a 2, so you can pick a target within 6.
3.
Oh, 3,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Right. Dwarf Ballast
I'm
Virgin.
gonna whack it on that spear.
Yeah, right.
Because the way it's lined up should just smack him into the rock. He'll take an extra strength hit.
Yeah, right.
But you will have to do the in the way for the front orc anyway because of the thing. Yep, so it'll hit him.
Yeah.
Does it kill him?
Nope.
No, and then he takes another strength hit because he's going to blast back into that rock and stop.
No.
No. Alright, so he is just a Pronarinio. Alright. Oh, well, that was a good choice. Yeah. And then it's Jombat, so...
Oh, I still got these.
Oh, yeah.
Dudes.
Alright.
I think I'll go for... That's a Spectre, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for him. 5.
Yeah, 1 hit. D5, so you need a big old 5?
No.
Yeah, no, cool. Alright. Too easy. Alright, combat. So I win the combat. So I'll grab my dice. We'll do all the two-handers first. So the two-handing orcs first, because they're strength 3.
Piercing strike, get it before.
Yeah, we'll piercing strike because we're winning. And so strength 4 against defense 7. Should be 6.
Yeah, probably.
Plus 1 will be 5s.
Yeah, it's a 5. Yeah.
Right, two-handing orcs need 5s to wound. Hey, look, there's a big sweet fuck all. And then the spear will need 6s to wound. There's 1 wound from the spear. Then the Dwimmerlake has
4 strikes because he charged.
Because I charged
extra attack.
and then extra attack. Yeah. So, and he is strength 4, so he would need 5s as well. That's 2 more wounds, so 3 wounds in total on the King's Champ.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about that.
Cool.
Yeah, he's 2 wounds, so he's gone.
2 wounds, 1 fate. Alright. Later, boyo. Cool. Alright. Yeah, goes to priority. Let's see who gets it. 4, and I get a 5. You calling or?
Yeah, I'll call it with no, actually. Hang on. I just need to look at something.
No, you're alright. Alright, I'll pause it here. Alright, so in my turn, Justin ended up calling a move with Marden, move forward. I got Durin in with the Dwimmerlake. Yeah, Durin ended up getting transfixed. I rolled a 6, luckily. That was with the Tainted, who moved forward and then moved back. And so Justin had to use 2 points of Fate, and he only rolled a 4 high, so he had to use 2 points of Might with Durin, so he's on no Might, and he's got no Will left now too, because he also failed to stop a Paralyze. So even though he's charged a Dominate, so now he's got, Dominate, 2 Spectres, and a Barrow-Wide on him. And yeah, apart from that, we'll just gauge the rest of the line, and yeah, we're looking pretty good for Angmar at the moment, so see how we go. Only traded 1 model for a couple high-priced models, so feeling good about it. All right, yeah, have you got any more moving, or?
No, that'll do.
All right. So I suppose you got shooting.
Yeah. All right, so these two are just going for that banner.
Yeah.
1 hits.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Cool.
This orc can, this dwarf can see that orc with the 2-handed
Yeah, go
axe.
for it.
No.
Cool.
And then this thing. I'm just gonna go for that orc there.
Yeah, nice. You know,
Point of might to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
So he's out.
Now you roll the 1. Alright, cool.
Okay, so scatter.
Yeah. Yeah.
4.
I'm gonna put it on this orc again. So
Yeah.
you'll have to do that in the way. It'll be the same thing. So in the way of that spear sword. Hits him, flings him back D6.
Nope.
No, you're alright. Yeah,
3.
cool. So he'll go that way to the rocks.
Yep.
So see if you crush him first, the guy you flung.
Yep.
Yep.
6.
Got him. Now they've got 2 guys on the rocks. I believe they're still strength 5 because it's piercing shot, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'll just be forced to win them. So yeah. So you won 1, and the other one's prone. All right. Oh, nice job. There you go.
Cool.
You got a couple of orcs. Awesome. All right. Yeah, we'll do the combat, and we'll come back to it. Well. What do we have here? Yeah, man. We ended up doing 4 wounds on Durin in total. Durin passed 1 crown save, and then his fate save, so he's alive there on 1 wound, still paralyzed. Failed. He's getting back up to roll this turn. Lost a couple of orcs over here in fights, and killed a Iron Guard in one of my fights as well with an orc. So yeah, that was the turn. Yeah, let's see how we go. Priority. Yeah. Cool. So my magic didn't go off against Martin. I tried a transfix with both the Witch King and the Tainted, and failed twice, even with the Witch King's reroll. And then I've charged in. He caught a heroic move, engaged some stuff, and then I've ended up rolling 6 dice to try and stop Martin from using his heroic move, and failed all 6. And then I'm down to 1 will, so I saved it and I charged into Durin, and he's gonna chuff off next turn, or at the end of this turn probably, with Dominate. But I do have a Barrow White and my Spectre in there, and I've managed to block out him pulling him off, so it should be good. Yeah, stood my guys up from the ballista. It's gonna hold that flank and stuff, but yeah, we'll see how we go. It's pretty AIDS at the moment. But yeah, cool. All right, Dominate poof this turn, but we did get Durin, so that was a worthy trade. And yeah, so Dominate got Durin and King's Champ.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good.
Overperforming there.
Yeah.
I did lose a Spectre and a few orcs in combat around here. I did knock off a shield and an Iron Guard, and yeah, that's where we are. I'll check my break point, and we'll keep going. But game does end at a quarter, but we'll see how we go. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so Justin ended up having priority, so he engaged what he could. This Spectre managed to fell like that guy, so he chuffed off. Witch King came through, cast a transfix on Durin, and successfully Martin, And yeah, so now he's transfixed. And then he charged in combat against the archer there. And then yeah, just maximised my spear supports, did what I could. Tainted came around, tried to compel this banner and failed, and then he went hiding again. Yeah, so that's that for now, and go do Justin's shooting and then my shooting, and then we'll come back. Alright, so Ballista shot through and ended up scattering it onto this guy here, and I made him took it in the way of the tree, and he failed. Guy shot through onto Orc Archer, failed. My shooting failed in return, blah blah blah, who cares. Alright, failed over there, wanted to kill. Killed my guy with the Witch King, he called a combat, and then he charged into Marden and killed Marden. And then yeah, lost a few orcs in the melee around here, and copped a wound on the Barrow Wight. So that's what it looks like at the end of my turn, and I'll make sure I got to knock the will off for the combat with the Witch King, but apart from that, we're back to priority.
Yeah.
Alright, so shooting. Ballista got a dead-on shot on the Tainted, but then there was a combat and a tree in the way. He hit the combat and killed his dude and failed to kill my dude. And then yeah, we've got all this, so yeah, we'll be back after the combats. Am I going to call anything, I wonder? Alright, so I'm still, oh sorry, yeah, 2 models off breaking. Justin's quite a far away from breaking, but what we will do is, yeah, we lost orcs and didn't do much in return. I think I killed something somewhere, and I think it was a Vault Warden somewhere. Yeah, did something. Anyway, yeah, let's go and do this. Let's get this over with. It's really hot. Alright, priority. Yep, so combat, I won priority, so I got as much in. Tainted's charged in too. Transfix that banner there in the middle, and that one's just off the edge there. Failed to fell light that one. Tried that with that Spectre there and failed. And then yeah, nothing from shooting, so we're gonna go into combat. Yeah, this video properly. Alright, so I ended up killing a couple, losing a couple. Tainted failed to kill his boy, Witch King killed his boy, killed another Vault Warden shield with the Barrow Wight. And yeah, pulled back here. I will break this turn. I've lost officially the Roam Animals to break. So yeah. So and scenario does end at 25, but that's fine because this is gonna go fairly quick, especially if I lose priority this turn. Alright, yeah, we'll get back to the cool. So I won priority, and this is the end of the moving. Shuffled back, so he's within 3 of his, he's within 3 of his. These guys are holding up there because they've got the courage to do so, and yeah, this is pretty spicy. When I'm down to 8 models, I've got 13 remaining, so if I lose 5, I will break this turn and the game will end. So, sorry, yeah, quarter and the game will end. So yeah, that'll, that's what we're aiming for. And if it doesn't happen this turn, it'll happen next turn, hopefully. So, cool. Let's get into it. Alright, so I lost a couple orcs, but Justin famously just rolled really bad to kill. So
it was
tactical. Things alive, even though I lost all the fights, didn't do any shielding, and did everything possible to lose, including fighting my banner combat first. And yeah, he ended up winning against the Witch King as well, even though the Witch King charged. And yeah, did a wound, and I passed with my fate. I had to might it, but yeah. So Witch King's got 3 will, 2 fate, and no might left. So yeah, that's what the field's looking like, and yeah, we're gonna go back to priority. Yeah, let's see how we go. Alright, so I've just quartered, that's a game. We'll add up our points in a minute, but yeah, pretty much just lost orcs and the Barrow Wight and the Tainted, and yeah, that's it. So whatever, fuck it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it fell apart after the Dominate went. I shouldn't have used all those 6, but it was sort of worth it to try and make that move. But I probably should have stopped after 3 and kept some will, but I was like, nah, I'm brave.
It's sort of hard though, like once you've already started spending resources.
After I spent 3, I've overcommitted then, so I was like, nah, I'm going to keep going till I go, because even if I stopped that move from happening, it would have actually been a lot better for me anyway, because I would have still been able to press my advantage. So that's why I was still going hard on the Dwindle Lake, and then I got him down to 1.
I mean, to be honest, I probably would have given it a red hot go too.
Well, because I was getting Durin no matter what that turn, and then it was... Then if I had the positioning, I could have actually kept pressing my advantage, but that was the thing. I just lost lost that fucking roll. But yeah.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
I feel like I did everything right with the Angmar, but I think, I don't know. I want to try the three ring rays. I don't think I'll run 3 ring rays again. I like them, but yeah, I don't know. I'd
I
probably
think
drop.
you're probably a combat presence that, like, I know you did well with them, but yeah, I don't know whether maybe
There's
like
no
a
hitting.
bird or a troll or even some warg riders would probably help.
Yeah, there's no hitting in it.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
thing
it's
is
really
with
just the ring
raids-
wraiths and the spectres if
Like-
they can win a fight.
The other thing is, I probably should have put the Witch King in the Tainted in a lot sooner.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that probably would have made a bit of a difference.
called
yeah.
a couple combats, but yeah, no, I think maybe something with some might somewhere,
Yeah.
because 5 might's not enough.
Yeah, even an an orc captain or a bird or like I mean you could swap out the Dwemer Lake for bird or
Yeah.
and still have what 20 points spare
Yeah,
to like throw in I don't know 3 orcs with a piece of war gear, maybe get the Witch King an extra point of will or some shit.
I don't know. I could also just get another Barrow White with another, maybe 5 or 6 orcs and another Spectre as well.
Yeah, no, it's an
Well,
option.
because the Spectre's wind against courage, and with all the Harbinger around as well.
It's a pretty tasty matchup, isn't it?
But I think Angmar's good with double Harbinger. I still think you want double Harbinger, whether it's through 2 Ring Wraiths or through a Ring Wraith and Gulliver.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Alright, cool. Anyway, let's add up points and we'll
Yeah.
get back to it. So, I got 2. Okay, so it came down to 6-3 in the Dwarf favour. If I kept my Tainted alive, it would have been a lot closer. I would still have had that objective still, which sucks, but it's the game. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my list. I think I would drop the... I don't know. I'd be 50-50 between dropping the Dwim Lake and Tainted. Dwim Lake was handy with the 2-handed sword.
Well, I mean, he
and the strength
killed
4.
Durin and the King's Champ, to be fair.
Yeah, and then but then again, you know, if you're going to drop a Wraith, I think you drop the one that doesn't have might.
Yeah.
I think I'd drop the one that doesn't have might and then give the Witch King an extra 4 will, so he has the full 20 stacked.
Yeah.
And then just not be afraid to throw a couple extra dice at things with the Witch King.
Yeah.
Make sure every spell you throw gets off. Yeah. I definitely think I personally think I'd drop the Dwimer Lake and put another Barrow and sorry, there's some fucking autistic kids screaming somewhere.
I think they're behind me.
Yeah. It's the
Probably the buffhead that was booting the ball against the fence yesterday.
that knocked all my fucking Christmas lights off my fence. I wanted to yell at him actually, but I didn't. I refrained from yelling at other people's kids.
Just lob a brick at him.
Fuck, might knock the autism out of him. Anyway, yeah, no, I would, I'd drop one Wraith at least.
Just know that we don't actually recommend throwing bricks at children on this channel.
No.
Just to clear it up.
Yeah, no, that's joking. Maybe that child.
Yeah, he fucking deserves it.
Sorry. Anyway, rambling. Yeah, I'd drop a Wraith. I definitely think I'd take a 3rd Barrow White because, yeah, I like Barrow Whites. They do good.
Yeah, they're nasty bastards, aren't they?
Yeah, and then I'd probably get maybe a troll. Yeah, maybe a cave troll in with it or something, or just extra warriors, extra bodies, and extra spectre would fill it out nicely. I think if we get to 40 bodies,
I think that's the sweet spot with Angmar.
because the game could have gone longer. I would have had longer to play around with the raids. Like the Witch King would have had more, and I don't know. I don't know. I think I did the right things. I think that turn. I think just that turn rolling 6 will to try and stop that move was where it fell over for me, because I could have had the Dwimer Lake for another couple turns with those 6 will hanging around.
Made a bit of a difference.
And it did open up a big gap for you to get around and get some dwarf bodies in where he would have held up that gap and stuff. So I think honestly it was probably just came down to those. I think if that move had not gone off, I would have pressed my advantage more, and I think we would have seen you back in that back quarter a bit more. Back half, sorry. So it just comes down to the swinginess of the game, I suppose. But yeah, it's one of my pet peeves. But no, it's fine. Oh, it was a good game though.
All
right.
It went right down to the end, kind of.
Yeah. Alright, well, like and subscribe if you like what we do here, and just remember, fuck Sorp.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
I think that's why we lose subscribers, because we stop saying fuck self at the end of our videos.
Oh, so we need to ramp up the hatred.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, I mean, we can work on that.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows he's a fucking slimy, fucking clickbait little, twink.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Source Goblin approves this message.
Yeah.